Welcome back to Dumpster Fire Studios. I'm Socks Way Up, and today we're going to try to get Dumpster Gaming 2 released, our second version of our gaming console. Prior to getting the new console released, we wanted to port as many games as possible over. Those port jobs are almost done. After that, we're going to lead into expanding at Dumpster Hub servers, as well as updating Dumpster Hub 2 itself. We want to check in on Game Team 2. We possibly want to give them another game, but we also want to make sure that new Extreme Water Polo game that we're developing is actually getting into that development phase as soon as possible. One thing to ponder throughout this episode is, do we need a third game team? We could get a lot more things released if we had 3 teams. We would have 3 games always being developed at the same time. Let's jump right into it. So one of the things that I did notice, and I was a little confused because I didn't realize you could do this, but it is nice. Let's go find Game Team 1 or Sims Game. They're developing 2 products at the same time. So we have 2 games in alpha, which is sweet because then we have a release from this team every 2 years. But then if we jump into Game Team 2, we are still in the design phase of Simon's Order 3. So we're gonna have to, it's gonna take a little bit before we can start designing Extreme Water Polo. But let's go ahead and jump into the first thing we wanted to take care of, and that was, well, the port jobs will take care of themselves. But then we wanted to expand the servers. So let's go ahead and jump down into the server room and take a look at what we have here. So all of these have been upgraded. They have not. Just the one has been upgraded. So let's get these labels on, or the wires. Okay, let's shut the wires off so we know what we're working with. Here we want to duplicate. I'm just going to put these around for now. Go like that, and then let's grab the wires and see if we can figure out how to do this. If we grab this one and connect it to that, perfect. Okay, so Dumpster Hub has been expanded itself. So let's take a look at the server now. So Dumpster Hub itself can handle 115 gigs, but that also has this one here as well. So I want to go ahead and shut wires off now that we did that. Make sure we're just grabbing these ones. I don't know why that's highlighted in purple. Well, let's go ahead and put in inventory, and we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this. Let's do it one more time. Why not? Oh, we had the other one just sitting there. Let's move the vent to there, and let's see if that was the reason. It was. Okay, so let's rotate this though. So we'll get that going, and let's go wires, and we'll grab you and throw you into Dumpster Hub. Now that should give Dumpster Hub 150. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the backup as small. I don't think we'll ever get to the load of that. And I wanted to take a look at distribution and see if it didn't change the stability. That might take a little bit, but we're also going to go ahead and pop an update on this. SCM is going to be dumpster get, make sure the right teams, they are selected, and we'll do the tech updates that we can do. We'll get that rolling. All right, that was pretty simple. Look at all these people working. So if we look at Game Team 2, if we get to May, which I want to do pretty quickly, but we want to make sure we take care of the console first, is once we get to May and we're in the alpha phase, I'm hoping that the design phase for Extreme Water Polo starts, so we can start getting a release date there. And then potentially I want to add a third game to Game Team 2. But as we mentioned, we might want to expand the game teams instead of doing that, or do both. So let's shut wire mode off. We're gonna go ahead, let's take a look. We're at 139 bugs. We said we're gonna release in June. Unless anything else pops up, we're gonna go ahead and get to May and see how Game Team 2 is doing. So that was the thing that we're interested in, is can we get to the second one going? Just make sure we're understanding this process of project management, and we'll see where we're at. I might interrupt before then. We'll see. So that was pretty quick. We're just in February, and Dumpster Hub 2 has its update done. So let's see what that did. It didn't change anything. So maybe since this is satisfaction, maybe it'll just take time for these bars to increase now that we have a more stable server. We just updated the quality by increasing the tech levels of the Dumpster Hub 2. So we'll see some notifications here. Past fire inspection, that's great. And then I'm porting Dumpster Ear 2 because the operating system it was on is no longer available. So let's go here and let's click these and make sure that they're all active. So we're getting as much as possible from our distribution deals. You can see we're at 17%. We're gonna be number 3 here pretty soon. Lead designer is working on a project with no inspiration. Okay, let's take a look at that. So that is Sim Games, options, lead designer. Yeah, let's make sure. Yeah, negative inspiration. So we're going to, let's see, who should we pick? I guess it's Bo. But this is for, what game is this for? Farming Simulator 4. Eek. Yeah, I guess we're gonna risk that, and we might have just had a one-time success of Farming Simulator 3, but we'll see. So let's release that press release, and let's go to, we have 278 bugs. Let's go to marketing. Let's do another press build just in case. All right, let's get to May. Pausing in March, we took a loss for the first time in a very long time. So I wanted to take a look at why that was, and I believe it's going to be because of printing. HR's at 5 million. HR jumped. Why did HR jump? What number are we missing here? Benefits. No, that's not really, the math isn't adding up to, oh, no. Bills. What? Printing, yeah, okay, so printing of the console is what caused that loss. So we went ahead and I upped this to have 350. Oh, I printed the wrong thing. I'm glad I saw this because I just printed a bunch of those remotes. Let's get that going. So we're gonna set maximum of this of 350,000. So we're gonna take a loss again, but that's okay. And then we need to go to, I'm glad we noticed this Rumble remote because this was almost a huge failure, or the Rumble, yeah, Rumble remote too. So we'll do 350 of these as well. And it's just gonna keep that much in stock. It's probably too high. You know what, we can adjust that later. Let's go ahead and lower that to 200,000 on both of those. So that will get that out of the way. You can see they're printing pretty fast. They're getting in storage. They're going to back up. We have 110,000 of the remotes in storage right now. We need to get those into stock. So hopefully we see that when the couriers pop in. We lost a couple of our digital deals because they were bought out, but Cool Jal Studio requested access, so that's good. And keep this open, but then jump to the digital platform here. We're at 22%. We are now in the top 3 of that as well. If we sort by market share, we are at, yeah, 22%. Hopefully we can take over those other 2 shops and be number 1. So we have some issues. We are in May and we do not have any in stock for the gaming consoles. So we're hoping this month that just did it. Let's take a look at manufacturing. They still didn't pick those up. So maybe there's a little, yeah, look at this backup. Oh man, so at least we can get through the end of June before we release it. Let's look at Gaming Team 2. Yes, they are designing the game. So they are in design for Extreme Water Polo. They're in alpha with Simon's Order, and Extreme Water Polo is going to come out in 2014, pretty quickly after Simon's Order 3. So that is good. It's a little far away, but that's good. We can deal with that. Manufacturing wise, let's see. Yeah, we're a little backed up. They printed the remotes first, which might be somewhat of an issue, but hopefully those couriers show back up. I think we need. So hardware has, oh, they all show up pretty much the same time. 2 p.m.'s done. Let's add 2 more. And I'm gonna do this. Oh, it automatically did 2 p.m. So I wanna do like a 10 p.m. for the hardware building. And then I wanna do like a 3 a.m. as well. I don't know if they get the nighttime bonuses, but they're not going to show up tonight, unfortunately, but they will show up tomorrow. But you can see printing is backed up. There you go. Oh, they did show up tonight. Grabbed 1 box though. So that parking is a problem because they have to grab a box at a time, Ay. Product is losing sales. Dumpster ear. Let's see. Start printing. Let's go look at printing real quick. of Dumpster Ear, and I think that's also the same problem. Yeah, they're in storage. Maximum's 20,000. Our couriers are just a little backed up right now because of the amount of things we're printing, but that should take care of itself with time. But we are in June now, so we need to get this released. 529 bugs. We're gonna release it like at noon, maybe. You can see I changed the time to AM and PM. I think that helps my brain a little bit. I didn't even realize you could do that. Almost through the backup. So let's take a look at manufacturing and see if we do have stuff in stock. We do not. We still don't have the game console in stock, but everything's gone. So can we not print it? It says they are in storage. In storage. Oh, let's give it till noon and check that again. There's nothing for them to pick up. Everything's been printed. But is that true? Okay, so that's flipping there. Okay, so that's going up. Where? Is it not print here? Oh, it's over here. So those are still backed up, but they are starting to improve. So we get that going. We get a nice press release going. It's 5 p.m. We have 74,000 in stock. Release. 5 stars. 3 stars. I don't know if we did the iterations on that. Marketing, we're gonna go with OS marketing. We'll do 25,000 on that to start with. And now let's look at the console. What? Oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna do like maximum marketing on that. Unsupported process. Let's move that to Simon's order. And then, oh no, our releases. Outstanding, inspiring. I don't know what those reviews were about, but we will get to July and see what is up with that. And so these ports were waiting for release, and I don't know why they're still hanging there. Let's take a look at the details of this. So no games. We'll see in July if all of that changes. Okay, so first month's coming in. It looks like we made 10.5 million, which is awesome. And there's a couple games on here, but not ours. So why is this waiting for release? Waiting for release. I don't understand why that's stuck like that. Pretty strange. Can't add it. I don't know if this is a bug in the game, but these ports are they're just kind of stuck here. Let's go with Crystal Blade and cancel, and then let's go to our releases again. We'll scroll all the way over here. We'll find Crystal Blade, and this is one that we probably shouldn't have ported, but why not? We'll go ahead and do game team 1 and scroll on down. Oh, active users, Dumpster Gaming. I don't see Dumpster Gaming 2. We'll port that. We'll see how that one goes. We'll see if the other ones, but this is kind of a disaster. Oh, they disappeared. It updated. I just had to trick it, I guess, or I just wasn't patient enough. But let's, no, that's all releases. We don't want to look at that. Our releases, we'll go to details. Yeah, good amount of games now. That is beautiful. And Space Show 2 is the most recent one, so that's cool. We don't have our own stuff on there. We'll have to keep an eye on things as they release and make sure they do get ported to the gaming console. You can see here we have a good amount of bugs. Let's go ahead. We did this last time and it seemed to help. Let's slow down the game. We're gonna instantly turn around and do an update to everything. That's right. Let's make sure it's got the right teams. It does not. And update. So we'll get that going. So 2.10 with 123 bugs so far. We're going to pop ahead to August and see how sales are doing. Let's look at, actually, before we do that, manufacturing, hardware, perfect. We have 200,000 in stock. Everything caught up. Printing wise, everything's caught up. We have this contract that we're finishing. As you can see, we're creeping up on that 6-star. But everything's getting caught up and looking solid. Landfill Tycoon 5 is not supported by any operating systems. Let's go ahead and grab Game Team 2 on this one. I'm not sure which game team. I think Game Team 1 does do the development on that. But let's sort by active users. And let's do Frame 1 and Frame 2 because Frame 2 is the up and coming one. And then Dumpster. Interesting. Oh, because maybe everyone bought it that's on that. But we'll get those ports going so that can get some more sales out of that. But yeah, financially, the last 2 months have been pretty decent. Not as good as they've been. We were doing, oh no, I guess they're about the same. We're just creeping slowly on the profits. But you can see already $3.7 million in bills for printing, really. Last month was 6 million, so printing's a lot. If we look at the profit of the gaming console, it's only 2 million. The last one did do 82 million, so that's the goal we're looking at. Add-on, I don't remember gaming add-on. I wonder if that's the, what would that be? Whoops, details. I wonder if that's just the joystick. Yeah, because the joystick didn't do good. Another company made a different one that did better. Well, that's lame. Let's see how we do in August. Did we get the sales? Yeah, we just got the sales in August. Was $26 million in sales. That's pretty sweet. Still number 3 there. Stability, yeah, those are climbing a little bit. Another deal, getting a little overwhelmed. Print job, we can handle that tiny print job. And then I want to go look at the active users on this. $12 million profit already, and our active users is 153,000. So that should be one of the top ones for our software right now. Farming Simulator 3 is number 1, $100 million profit. That might end up being the top dog of the company. That's insane. All right, we're going to jump forward a little bit farther. We got March of 2011 is the next thing to come out, it looks like. But before we go too far forward, we probably want to think about some plans and get some stuff in motion so we don't lose time. How's that port going? Port's going slow. This update's going good. Yeah, we'll get this update done, and then we'll start thinking about what we want the OS team to do next. Finish that. So that is good. So the update is out. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. I was going to cut away to a little bit of a break. Dumpster Hub 2 has a couple bugs. We're good with that. Gaming console. This is the new one. No, this is the old one, which still has a lot of active users. Not a ton of bugs. Let's go ahead and close that. That's fine. Dumpster Gaming 2 is pretty caught up. And the Rumble Remote's doing good. Everything's doing good. It's going well. Let's look at all companies really quick. And we're number 2. And we could, in a couple months, take over as top dog. So what I wanted to do is I want to scroll on over here to our other printing building and see if we can pull this up. We can't. We'll have to remember. So I want to go into develop software, operating system, and a phone, and manufacturing. So if can we adjust this? Can't pop out here. If we remember or get it close to what it was, we might be able to use the exact same setup and build our own phone. Let's close that. So right now it's less than a year. If we do a framework, is there a framework? Advanced. New framework. What are we going to call our phone? I mean, dumpster is everything. So dump dumpster phone. Why not? Dumpster phone. And we'll call this dumpster phone 1. Why not? The price will probably go up. So let's see. What do we want? 3D rendering? I don't know if we need that. 2005, we probably would. Interest doesn't really. It does jump 7%. So let's see. Vibration, we will want that. User accounts, yes. Plug and play, yes. System recovery, yes. File encryption, I don't think that's needed. Code signing, I don't think so. Multitasking, let users pretend they can multitask by having several applications open at one time. Speed modifier decreases, but it bumps it up to 100. Notifications we do want. Unified search is just wasted. Widgets is kind of just wasted. Custom themes. Recommended artists. Oh yeah, we don't have the team set up for that. That's fine. 100% waste is 25. Network, we want auto update. We want an app store and we want a cloud backup. Let's just do the auto. So much waste, but it's at 100 already. Approximately 3 years. What? Vibration lower. 3D rendering instantly drops it down. Auto updates doesn't do it. Let's see if we can get it back to 100 and keep it at approximately 2 years. And we did. Okay. So now if we go to manufacturing, that looks pretty similar. We'll have to double check when we're done, but at least it won't be too tough to make those adjustments. That's pretty slick already. Let's just change the primary color. Let's go like that. We'll apply that, and then the secondary color, I didn't see what really changed. We do like red. Gives it a nice, unique look. But we do want smartphone. Definitely want smartphone. Let's go with that design. And let's go next. Okay, so let's go back to, where did I... Basic phone, I'm missing the teams. I don't know what's going on here. Estimated, looking good. Auto balance that. Next, oh, here we go. So now we can come up here and we're gonna go ahead and do the dumpster hub teams and the hardware teams for design. And we'll go up, we'll do dumpster hub teams. And I missed it. And the OS hardware teams and Weldon. Weldon did both. His inspiration's pretty high, 77%. I think we're good with that. No publisher, and we are going to go ahead and hit develop. So there is a lot of waste on those teams, and I don't know if it's beneficial. I might go in and adjust things later on. But let's go ahead and get that into design. So now we got a few things that we got to think about here. Game Team 2, where did you go? There we are. That's going good. We got both of them, one in design. At a year from now, it'll finish design, and then Simon's Order will come out. So I think we're good there. Let's pull that down because we don't know a date at all. We're not going to worry about marketing it yet. But let's go ahead. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to not change the name. Can I see product details, manufacturing? I'm going to take a peek at this and see how close it is and get back with you. All right, I got this cleaned up. The big difference is we got rid of the fingerprint technology. So we had fingerprint technology over here and over here, one for the case and one for the actual motherboard and the chip. So that's going to be it. And we should be good on everything else. It should line up. And then eventually when we add more tech, we can just add those back. I put them in my inventory so we could keep them. We know, what is this one? Finished print job, that's fine. We can close that. We had someone retire. All right, let's go ahead and get one more month done. And oh, what about this deal? Print job, accept that. and we'll see where we're sitting financially and how things are going, and that'll probably wrap it up. We're almost there, so we might as well just stay alive now. Another huge month. So let's look at finances. 15 million, 37 million sold in sales. So let's go ahead and take a look at past month. 19 million from Gaming Console 2. Farming Simulator did another 1.5 million. Profit, yeah, it's creeping up there, but Gaming Console 2 is gonna creep up there as well. It's at 28 million already. Marketing is prominent or outstanding, inspiring. It's been released for a few months. If we jump on the details, our active users are 245,000. Still increasing the sales, more games getting added. Nothing that has come out in the last year or this year. Yeah, we have one game that came out this year. We got some other ports going. Crystal Blade will be done soon because we canceled that one before it updated. Landfill Tycoon has finished one of its ports. A lot coming. Now, did we take over? We did not. So they're still doing good. How do you say that? Pobbybiz? Pobbybiz? They're doing good. They are creeping up as well as us, but we're pulling away. We're almost 100 million away from that number 3. We'll see how long it takes to take over. We think we had someone retire, and that's what that indicator was. It is. Got some education to do. I've been doing that off camera in between episodes. We'll get that done. I'm Sox Way Up. I'll catch you on the next one.